Could this video change your life forever? Let us talk about how a simple stash of 10,000 XRP could become the foundation of your family's generational wealth. This isn't just about a price pump. It's about a complete mindset shift, a strategy that the wealthy have used for centuries, now applied to the digital age. Picture this. You accumulate 10,000 XRP. The first and most important step is to establish a family rule, a sacred pact. You never, ever sell the principal. Not one token. This becomes the family's digital crown jewel, a perpetual wealth-generating machine. Instead of selling, you live off the yield and borrow against the asset. Let's run through a scenario. Imagine XRP hits a price of $1,000. Your 10,000 XRP are now worth $10 million. Now, you don't cash out and throw a party. Instead, you put that asset to work. Even a conservative 4% annual yield, through staking or other DeFi opportunities, would generate $400,000 a year in passive income. That's right, $400,000 a year. And you haven't sold a single XRP. You're living comfortably. Your family is secure. And the core $10 million asset is still growing. But here's where it gets even smarter. We're going to act like the ultra-rich. They don't sell their valuable assets. They borrow against them. With a $10 million XRP portfolio as collateral, you could easily secure a low-interest loan for, say, $1 million. What do you do with that million? You don't buy liabilities. You buy more assets. You could purchase a multifamily real estate property that generates even more cash flow. You could start a business your kids will one day inherit. You could fund your children's education entirely, setting them up for success without any student debt. You've just used your XRP to create new, independent streams of wealth, all while your original 10,000 tokens remain untouched, appreciating in value. Now, let's get even more ambitious. What if XRP reaches $5,000? Your portfolio is now worth a staggering $50 million. That same conservative 4% yield now provides $2 million in passive income every single year. At this level, you're not just creating comfort. You're building an empire. You can establish family trusts, foundations, and philanthropic endeavors that will leave a legacy for generations. You're operating on a completely different financial plane, all because you held onto those initial 10,000 XRP and followed a simple, powerful strategy. Never sell the principal. So, the big question is, are these price points just a fantasy? Is a $1,000 or $5,000 XRP even possible? Well, to answer that, we have to look beyond the daily charts and see what's happening behind the scenes in the world of big money and institutional adoption. And what we're seeing is a quiet revolution, the silent accumulation of XRP by major financial players is one of the most underreported stories in crypto. While retail investors are distracted by meme coins and daily volatility, the smart money is moving in. We're talking about a level of institutional buying that is fundamentally changing the supply and demand dynamics of XRP. Let's start with a major milestone: exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. We're now seeing reports that spot XRP ETFs have already surpassed $1 billion in assets under management. Think about what that means. $1 billion worth of XRP has been pulled off the open market and locked away into the custody of these funds. This isn't just a number. It represents a permanent supply reduction. The XRP held within these ETFs isn't for day trading. It's for long-term holding by serious investors who buy through their traditional brokerage accounts. This creates what's known as structural scarcity. As more institutions launch and fund their own XRP products, millions upon millions of tokens will be absorbed from the circulating supply, making the remaining XRP on the market that much more valuable. This isn't speculation. It's basic economics. When supply dwindles and demand remains constant or increases, the price is forced to expand. The foundation for a massive price revaluation is being laid right now, brick by brick, in the vaults of these institutions. And it's not just a regional phenomenon. A recent global report highlighted something remarkable. Across all major regions, North America, Europe, Asia, XRP is reportedly the only major cryptocurrency seeing sustained institutional inflows, while other coins see money flowing in and out depending on the region. XRP is a universal choice for institutions worldwide. This signals a deep global confidence in its utility and long-term potential as a bridge asset for the future of finance. They see what many retail investors are missing: XRP's role in cross-border payments, central bank digital currencies, and the tokenization of real-world assets. These institutions aren't gambling. They're making a strategic, long-term allocation to what they believe is a critical piece of future financial infrastructure. So when we talk about $1,000 XRP, it's not based on hype. It's based on the structural scarcity created by massive institutional players quietly absorbing the available supply. They are front-running the global financial system's eventual adoption of this technology. They're not announcing their moves on Twitter. They operate in silence, accumulating what they know will be an incredibly scarce and vital asset in the years to come. By holding 10,000 XRP, you are essentially aligning yourself with this powerful trend. You are holding a piece of what is becoming one of the most sought-after digital commodities by the biggest financial players on the planet. This institutional-driven scarcity is the rocket fuel that could propel XRP to values that seem unimaginable today. Let's bring it all together. We have a simple yet profound strategy. Acquire 10,000 XRP and make a family pact to never sell the core asset. We use its yield to live and borrow against it to build further wealth, just like the richest families in the world. And we have the underlying catalyst, massive, silent institutional accumulation that is creating a permanent supply shock. The ETFs are just the beginning. The global inflows confirm its worldwide appeal. The pieces are all on the board. You're not just holding a cryptocurrency. You're holding a stake in the future of finance, an asset being systematically cornered by the world's largest institutions. The path to generational wealth might not be complex. It might just be about having the vision to see what is happening and the discipline to hold on. The question is, will you be a part of it? Thanks so much for watching. If this strategy resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into building long-term wealth in the digital age. Let me know your thoughts on this XRP strategy in the comments below. See you in the next video.